Hello and good evening. It's 7:77 p.m. My name is Gold Vision, and this is 7-Second Summer Camp. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope all your dreams came true for the weekend. I hope you achieved everything that you wanted to, and you feel rested, rejuvenated. We're just going to do a little evening meditation as a scheduled camp activity before the evening commences. So, welcome. Thank you for joining. Before we get into it, I have a couple camp announcements. One, it's a new moon. New moon, new you. And do what you want to do. There's if you're feeling unstable during the new moon, focus on your root chakra. You can do that, and the volcano. If you want to take a quick visit, it's the red crystal down there above the meditation log. I've got a note here, deadlock. Do you have an invite? I guess I'm just asking for them, because it looks like a cool game, and it looks like a game that I need to fight anybody in, or we'll just choose not to. Finally, if I got a note here, if during your yoga practice you feel sudden need to dance, good. It says good. So hopefully that describes you or some of the things that you're working on in your personal meditative experiences. I really do hope you had a good weekend. I've been looking at this game. It's been showing up in my feeds over and over and over again. Subside is what it's called. And I'm pretty excited to jump in. I set up a setting, so I hope that it works, because I haven't really tried it out yet. But it looks like a place to meditate. I find that VR is a great experience, situation, hardware setup to help meditate, because it kind of takes over your vision and it surrounds you, and you can have less distractions, less material distractions, and it's more in a virtual environment that is conducive to closing your eyes and celebrating experience. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how long this particular experience will be, but we've got the new moon portal activated. The magic marshmallow is on its way. Grill it up with our minds. Allow it to happen. Allow the magic to come to you. And here, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the experience real quick. Feel free to just take in the air, just to breathe in. Air in 7-Second Summer Camp doesn't have a finite amount of meditation points you can put into it. You can actually just allow the air to accumulate points forever. And it's a very powerful experience, and it's very useful for gaining meditation points to spend later. Let's see if I got everything I need set up. Looks like we're looking good. Looks like everything's set up the way we need it to be. Just give me a moment. I'm loading it up. There we go. that should do it. Let's check it out. Right here. Perfect. Like I said, this game's been appearing in my world many times. Hopefully it'll just be a quick breeze through. We got a simulation going. Looks safe. Perfect. Yeah, this is what it's about. Yeah. This is a simulation, but it looks pretty wonderful. The only setup was a requirement to place the floor in the world and then make it happen. And now we're in the horizon. We're watching water move up and down over my field of view. And it's very peaceful. It's very nice. I have movement sent to teleport. But now I'm just floating at the bottom of the water. It's too much, honestly. It does look like the waves are hitting a little harder than I thought they would. Also, I'll try not to whip my head around too much, so that way everything can stay really smooth. There's a question about Grand Theft Auto and the Grand Theft Auto Pacifist, and if I'm going to play Grand Theft Auto 6, and I do need more details. That was urgent. I didn't realize I'm in duress. I didn't realize that it's dangerous around here. I have to breathe. I have to look out. I have to be present. And celebrate experience after experience. As I've explained several times, I'm an experiential gamer, so I'm looking for different experiences and different ideas to celebrate life. I don't necessarily want to get stuck in gameplay loops until they're really established that the games offer a wide variety of experiences, because there's plenty of games that are right now vying to take up everybody's time, all of everybody's time, and I think that they should be shared over a lot of different kinds of experiences, like being underwater. I think I explained it before too. When I've tried a lot of games in the past, the developers insist on moving from point to point and seeing thing after thing, but I've noticed that I like to stay at the beginning as long as possible. There's a certain egocentric pursuit of what's next and what else can you get, and there's certainly art that's available to pursue, and elements of the game world to investigate. But I feel like games are so determined to get us to accelerate into the gameplay loops that we lose track of what's right in front of us. This idea. I really like this. I really feel like I'm submerged. Like I'm somewhere. I feel like I'm in the ocean. It actually feels like a really nice day. And the fact that it's so bright in the daytime makes me feel like it is daytime. It's not quite. I'm trying to get to this inner tube. I personally prefer teleporting to any other forms of locomotion in VR. I think that's the smartest way to do things. The best way to reduce motion sickness. If you do find yourself experiencing motion sickness, it's common. I haven't quite understood the phenomena yet. But I think that my current theory is that it has a lot to do with processor speeds. How fast things happen. But for the sake of this live stream, now that we kind of began things, I'll see if there's anything that I need to really investigate. Like this buoy. Can I grab it? I'm playing with the index, the valve index. It doesn't seem like I need to grab a hold of this buoy. It's just here to observe. As am I. Oh, and we have rings. Rings to get through. For what purpose? I think to learn how to swim. Look at this though. It seems perfect. It also seems unfortunate that there is a health bar or some kind of degree of the need to be under duress. I'm assuming that you earn at some point you earn a scuba tank or something. Oh, this a mystery. Let's get some oxygen. Let's get some oxygen and enjoy the simulation. It's so important to breathe. I think that's the primary reason why I do these live streams, is just to remind everybody to breathe. We're in interesting times, and the world's changing really quickly for a lot of people. And there's too many experiences, and I'm trying to whittle them down. I'm trying to really look at what the best that we have to offer and the best that we can have to experience. I'm trying to hunt it all down, and I think we're getting there. I think we're finding the evolution that we're looking for. Synchronicities aside, it's simply about the effort and the positivity that comes with it. Alright, I'll find out what this tape is. I'll try to grab it. Got it. Information. I found one of 4 markers, it looks like. Alright. There's a tube. It's like a concrete tube. Looks like the fish are aware of my presence and aren't interested in sharing our space. It feels really good though. It doesn't seem like it's that deep, so it's not really trying to introduce a degree of claustrophobia or whatever underwater claustrophobia is called. I don't know. Gather this duck. Place it on the water. That's wonderful. It's funny, it might just be a tech demo to some people. But I think I would rather spend my time appreciating different environments and taking it in and finding an inner peace by being surrounded by sharks and minnows. and allowing the goals to come to me. This is really just putting me in a very meditative state. I hope you can resonate with that. I hope that when that happens, you can tell that that's what's happening. Looks like I'm missing a key for this. It's good to know. Somewhere on the map marker. I think the fog really adds a lot to the density of water. Here we go. Another search found amidst the jellyfish. If you're just joining, my name is Gold Vision. I'm a peaceful video game player and the gaming counselor here at 7 Second Summer Camp. Here looking for experiences to share that optimize the human experience and make the world a better place. So I truly believe if we all spend all of our energy and attention on only the things that we want to see more of, then that's all we will get, and then the world will just naturally synchronize with our desires, which we align with each other's desires. It's all theoretical. It might just be part of a strange personal dream, but the logic sounds sound, and that's what I'm interested in sharing. A hand. Oh, there it is. Hey, yep. Alright. 3 down. I don't know how to track where I am underwater. I don't know where to go. I've only experienced motion sickness twice in virtual reality since I first tried it in maybe 2015. And the first time was not my fault. The first time was the game's fault. It was set up to just it was a tech demo, and the only way that it worked is you looked around. Uh-oh. Oof, almost ran out of air while I was telling my story. The only way that you moved is you looked in whatever direction you were looking in was the direction you moved. And you moved faster and faster and faster until you changed directions or ran into something. And when I ran into something, it was an awful experience. Not because anything happened in the game, but because the sudden stop, inner ear, whatever, I had to take a sudden break as well. The other time was in a game called Elite Dangerous, which has a virtual reality mode, which a lot of games have a virtual reality setup, an option. And there's currently teams of modders who are going through and trying to make certain games possible in VR. And in Elite Dangerous, I put my spaceship into the jump drive, whatever it's called, and then I used the no clipping mode to take a picture of it. So my spaceship was going one way, and then I was going another way, and looking back at it, and the whole thing was I had to take a break. Other than that, most people recommend don't play. Oh, is this a thing I can get actually? Just grab it and pop it on my back. Just put it on. Just bang myself in the head. Most people recommend no roller coasters or anything that has actual momentum that's not real. Because you're just used to not Your body won't reflect the visuals, and it'll really throw you off. But I feel like most of my experiences, or the ones that I hear about, seem to reflect on a frame rate that doesn't match what the player is capable of. I theorize that different people have different rates of perception. I think that it's very possible that different people experience different frame rates in reality. I don't know if that's scientifically provable, but if it's true, then you can't lose frames while you're trying to render a virtual world for people who have a high demand for frame rates, because they will lose all their energy and they will they will collapse in a dangerous way. It looks so good. This just looks really good.
New area unlocked.
Oh, a new area. What about the keys? What do you think? How do I get out? Do you think I just keep going down? Under the water? Oh, 0 keys. Okay. Alright. I was just gonna do the first level because I thought that all there was in the demo, but maybe we return to the title and check it out. There's a question if you can get the bends in this game, and I don't know. Let's find out. Let's try to suffer the experience of going too deep and then coming back up. Also, I'm going to create a new profile just so you can see what that's like. To lower the floor. Sorry, I just popped out a frame there. And then stand up straight. And then I'm going to try swimming just for fun and see if that's harder or easier. I'm 100% it's going to be harder. There's a game that you can fly like a bird in VR, and you flap your wings. Wait, do I have to swim in here? How do I get how do I get to the platform? Oh, left joystick. All right. Oh, I thought that I completed it. All right. Well, the new area unlocked isn't here, unless it's the shopping cart. I didn't get any. Oh, that's cool.
To swim, gently push yourself using the palms of your hands.
Push yourself with the palms of your hands. All right. You can also swim
by slowly separating your hands with palms facing opposite directions.
I'll do that too.
You can pull yourself using objects in the environment.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I don't think we're gonna be doing the other the other environment unless I get really proficient here. Oh, it's showing me how to do it. Does this look absurd? I know how to swim. This is kind of working. I kind of get it. Pull up, push down. Push down, push around. Yeah, this is nice. The bird game that you can fly like a bird and flap your wings. I realized, although that was ideal, the idea of doing it, it's very unnatural for a person to flap their arms. It's just not how our muscles are configured. So I ended up getting pretty tired and fatigued and just confused and not good. I wasn't particularly good at it to start. I can't tell if this is blurry or bad motion grabbing. But I don't think we need to grab all the discs again, especially because swimming seems to be a more skill-based learning experience that I might need to master on my own. It's kind of functional though. Can you imagine playing a AAA title where you have to swim around? I'd do it. A little worried sinking down like this. Oh, there we go. Up and down. That's actually very enjoyable. I do think one final note about controls in VR, and that is that the game just needs to be fun first. I don't think that having a realistic game matters at all, and I think that focusing on fun, if the controls are good enough and they let you like scoop your way down, it's kind of pretty natural for me to do that or pull myself up. Yeah, that's fine. It's casual. It's comfortable. This is nice. Okay. Well, I don't intend to do much more. I really just wanted a peaceful underwater experience. This game isn't out yet, but it will be soon, I think. It's been on my radar for a long time, and now it's on yours. Thank you for letting me share it. To respond to that initial question, I really want to play Grand Theft Auto 6, but I don't know what it's going to be like or how the online's going to work. I don't know if you remembered, but the original online for Grand Theft Auto was not on release. It came out later. And naturally, I don't think you can really play games with the rules that Grand Theft Auto has in the single player as a what's that? You can't play single player games like that. I think I found a gold. Non-violently. There's too many options. There's too many necessary violent acts to advance the game. You can try to do as little damage as possible, but the aspiration here really is to find paths that require no destruction at all. So I don't know how possible that'll be, but hopefully somebody over there is inspired enough to make it possible to do it online. And if it is, then I don't know if my character will continue. I'm really debating how that's going to go. Like if Grand Theft Auto Online becomes a Grand Theft Auto 6 pivot, if your characters can move or fly to the new city. I don't know. I don't know enough, but I'm excited, and I'm excited for all games as they progress and adapt and become more immersive and joyful. So I'm gonna do something pretty dastardly right now and insist that we meditate here at the bottom of the water without the air. I'll come back up for air, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do a deep breath in, sink to the bottom, and try to hold it just for fun. Alright, ready? I'm just bouncing up and down. Alright, one more of those. One more deep breath. That's wonderful. I don't know, I feel like I've recently been in some bodies of water, and this experience is akin or related to, or partially similar to, visually stimulating like it. And I recommend you try it, especially because this demo is free right now too. So if you have the opportunity to, it doesn't seem too intimidating. It doesn't seem too overwhelming, and the real, the real approach is this horizon line, the goggle, the boundary between above water and below water. I don't really see that too often. Most games just kind of do like a flat plane, and you're either above or below. But this one's got the motion down, and I like it. Just a second, let me finish up. That looks so good. I think the character's floating back up to the surface. It's pretty wonderful. But anyway, we also heard crickets the the whole time because we were still in camp. But that's the nature of these virtual experiences. They're about the idea of sharing unique experiences with other people. And there's a lot of opportunity to try a lot of different things instead of being lost or focused on one or have too much setup and tear down. If you want to jump in and just do something different for a little bit, be brought to a different time or different place, that's what these virtual worlds are for. That's why we have so many beautiful opportunities. And that's why I demand so much from the video game industry, the world, and gamers themselves, because they're really deciding. I feel like we really forget that it's the gamers on the other end that decide what games we get more of. There's a lot of discussion about how popular things are and the successes of the publishers, but really it's up to us as individuals to decide what we really want to see. So I'm glad that I got to share this with you. And I'm glad that so many new opportunities are opening up for everybody, and so many amazing new titles are coming out in the world. I hope that you had a good underwater experience. I hope nobody got motion sickness or the bends as we were worried about. Those were the Patreon producers. Thank you so much for helping me get through what I need to get things done and to offset any costs that come from running these systems and developing this game world. And thank you for visiting 7 Second Summer Camp on this Tuesday evening, this new moon. I hope that you you start up a new chapter, and I hope it's refreshing and wonderful too. But that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Hope it's not too rainy where you are. And as always, I ask, you hold on to your dreams.